Yo, what's going on, my boo bears? How are you? Um, I want to do a part two video because my mom actually called and it messed up my video. You know, the phone ringing and everything, but who's not going to answer for mom? Except that boy from Love and Hip Hop who let that other boy's mom, his fiance's mom, throw that water on her. And then he turned around and told his mama to shut up. You need to get kicked in your everything. Now, push him down the flight of imaginary stairs, circular. Now, I thought I was going to be able to go to sleep last night. It is daytime, and I'm still talking about the have and have nots because I couldn't go to sleep. I couldn't believe that Catherine played it so cool. She knew she was about to shoot the shit out of Jennifer. We didn't know. Nobody else knew. Veronica didn't know, her best friend, and she had something for that ass too. But nobody knew what was going to happen to Jennifer, including Jennifer. That's why Jennifer was sitting on her eggs, honey, waiting on them to hatch. She was just sitting on all 12 of her eggs, baby. And she was all like, I am not giving Wyatt his money back. Catherine, with the K. Little Miss Coming to America, baby. She was all secure and all this. And then Catherine said, I'm going to. She didn't even look at this bitch. She was looking at Veronica because she had already told Veronica, her best friend, who had her son raped and jailed. And she had just found out about it. OMG. The name of this should have been called The Witches of Eastwick because all three of these women, including Hannah, including Shirley Caesar, got it going on. But okay, because Candice, she took a blunt metal object and she was fucking Oscar up, and then Veronica just walked up to Quita and slapped the shit out of her. This should have been called The Witches of Eastwick. Oh, we're getting into it all. Okay, so now you sit down. I hope you got some time. So anyway, Catherine was looking at Veronica and she said, Jennifer. Now I'm gonna look at Veronica, but I'm talking to you, bitch. I'm gonna ask you one more time, bitch. Give my give me my son's inheritance. And then she kind of looked at her peripheral because she just wanted to see that smirk on her face before she shot her everything out. Jennifer said, I said no. Right. Catherine told you, bitch. She said, honey, I will personally kill you. Like, I will kill you in the streets, bitch. She said it. She speaks English and you hear it. She said that a long time ago. She said, you and your unborn children. And then, now your family got to worry, bitch, because you were messing with mine. This, Tyler Perry has brought TV just a little bit back into TV because, like I said, this show was a little slow for me. It was NyQuil at first, but it had to build up. It's kind of like doing a wedding cake. You can't put icing and roses and shit on wedding cake pumpkin. You got to stir it, and then you got the ice in the pan, and then you have to pour it, and then you have to preheat the oven, and then you have to put it in there, and then you can't move because you don't want it to jump. Fall down, and then you got to take it out and let it cool, and then you put the icing on it. That's what the Happening Have-Nots was doing to us. It started out slow because it's a soap opera. It's already kind of like putting your just shoulders down. It's just so slow compared to everything else that's going on. Compared to Nene and Sheree, fix those teeth, fix that face. Compared to that, it is slow. But once it built up, baby, oh, Chateau Sheree ain't got shit on last night's episode. It just doesn't. It doesn't. Kenya Moore has nothing to do with this. Portia has nothing to do with this. No, nobody on the Housewives of anything except for Jersey. Jersey is ride or die. They will flip a table over at a good restaurant, baby. Forget throwing wine at you. We gonna flip this table over, bitch, to get over there to you. Hey, my Jersey girls. I love a good old ride or die Jersey girl. Okay, anybody from Jersey, what's going on? Speaking of shout outs, I wanted to do a shout out to Ayada in Atlanta, and also Tracy in Atlanta, and also Ashley. Ashley is somebody who I watch her recaps. Whenever I can, I watch the Ashley Miller, I think that's her name, recaps, and she's pretty funny. She's has her little Aaliyah pictures on the back of the wall, and I love somebody who loves Aaliyah. Okay, your love is one and a million. I just want to say what's going on. Oh, also, before we forget, 7156 Santa Monica. I will be there this Saturday doing live stand up comedy doing my stand-up show, 7156 Santa Monica. It is going to be at Formosa, which is right across the street from the OWN network, which we are talking about. And sometimes some of the producers from OWN walks over, and I do the show for them. And it's just funny to do it in front of some people who had something to do with some of this stuff. Okay, so let's just get to it. Let's get to Veronica pulling up in the hood, slapping everything that Quita owns out. She slapped Quita so hard, a DVD player fell on the ground, a car seat fell on the ground, her brother that she's looking for fell on the ground. She slapped the dog shit out of Quita. She didn't even, she said, what did I tell you, bitch? And Quita's like, honey, when Veronica said that, it got me where I lived. It knocked on the door of the house where I used to grow up as a child and said, can Mario come outside and play, baby? She got me where I lived. That. She slapped the dog piss out of her. You know when the dog piss? When he, right, the dog piss. And then Candice was working on Oscar. She said, I'm tired of this bitch. I'm not going to be poor. I did not sell all this woo-woo and suck all that wah-wah to be poor. To have my brother's cemetery taken away from him that I got him. I mean, tow truck yard, whatever he got, honey. It is a cemetery. It's just a dead snooze fest over there, that poor Benny. But Benny, none of the men could get it done. David pulling out the gun on slow. If Catherine had pulled that gun out slow, Jennifer would still be alive. Ain't nobody got time for that. It is called girl power up in here, baby. Because all the girls has executed in the have and have nots. Veronica slapped the dog piss out of Quita. She didn't almost slap her in miss. And then Quita got her down to the ground, took her car and killed her. No, Veronica slapped the piss out of her. Period. At the end of that, it was a statement. It was not a question. Okay, go and sit down on it. Catherine shot the shit out of Jennifer. She'll never get up again, bitch. You'll never be making Coming to America Part 2, pumpkin. Not in this house. And then threw the gun at the other bitch who she's threatening. She was like, no, you'll get me out of this. How? And so then, why Candice has not dealt with her neighbor? If Candice has made me save my bag of Cheetos, my flaming hot Cheetos. I wanted to eat those Cheetos this season because I knew that Candice neighbor's character had built us up so Candice can snatch her ass and we can just see her put a plastic bag over this bitch head and choke her out, honey. But Candice, you are just as soft as a hot butter cornbread with butter in the middle. I can't take this shit no more. So anyway, but then Candice, she did get Oscar. So points again. Hannah. She done stole that baby, honey. Who knew that Shirley Caesar would do that? She got that big old Kings Island Cedar Point teddy bear, and she put that baby in it, and she said, honey, we going yonder. Okay, it was just too much. And so the women are really getting it done because Benny, he couldn't beat up David. David couldn't shoot Benny. The only person who's really doing something is Mitch. And Mitch been telling y'all, I got body stanking, honey, in my trunk, honey. All you got to do is give me a name, and I will find him. Okay, I'll tell you what he ate for breakfast yesterday, honey. All I need is eyelash. Mitch is a forensic specialist. He'll get an eyelash lick at. He like, he had a sausage McMuffin yesterday. Mitch. I want to be in a dark alley with Mitch, baby. But if Mitch was any kind of anything, he would have never even let Candice get raped when she was doing like that. So Mitch, you are a little bit of a, you sit down when you pee too, actually. Because if I saw somebody who I cared for getting raped by him, we all got to fight. Me and Mitch was trying to get him some woo-woo, and I guess he didn't want Candice to know that he was getting some woo-woo at the junkyard from one of his girls. I don't know what happened, but all three of us would have been whipping on War's ass, FYI. Okay, let's just get to David and Erica already talked about it. He's going to tap her tail when he finds out that she is trying to play him for more than one reason, because she's playing with his heart. And he's just going to be pissed, and he's going to need somebody to take Veronica's fury off up. Because, you know, you normally, you hurt the ones you love, but he is scared to hurt Veronica because Veronica will come, okay? Oh, my God. It's just too much. Did Veronica's son call her by her first name and say, go to hell? And I don't know why I did that Illuminati sign. I didn't just mean to do it. I did not mean to do it. But I don't know. Jeffrey, he called his mom by her first name and said, "Go to hell." He said that. I was like, I almost pushed the sofa out and started running around it. I didn't want to mess up my decor, so I just opened up the door. I pulled down my pants. I took off my shirt. I ran to the stop sign and I came back, baby, and started watching the show. It was giving me too much. I just couldn't even go to sleep last night. I just couldn't even go to sleep last night. I just don't know what is. OMG. Okay, so Catherine's husband, Jim, is in jail. And he knows the look in his wife's eye. That bitch gave you the misery look when she looked at Paul Sheldon and said, "It must be done." And she put that plank of wood in between his feet and took that hammer and fucked his ankles up, bitch. She said, "Honey, that penguin face is due south. And when I got back from the store, its face is due north. Now I'm gonna fuck you up." And that is exactly what Catherine did. As saying, she told Jennifer, she said, "Now I'm gonna fuck you up, bitch." She didn't even look at her when she shot her, honey. Who looks at a bitch over here and shoots over here? Cause she's like, "You're next, bitch. Oh, you're next." And what's gonna happen is Veronica is gonna get Catherine off. This is how you get away with murder, honey. How to get away with murder. Keep watching the Have and the Have Nots Pumpkin Lamb. But Veronica is going to get Catherine off, and once she gets Catherine off, then Catherine is going to snatch Veronica's ass. She is going to snatch her ass. I can't wait for next season. I'm going to be doing the recaps, God's will. I will see you guys next time on the Have and Have Nots. If you like the Mario Ramone recaps, definitely like the video, subscribe, issue them out to your friends, and I pray that I see you at 7156 Santa Monica at Formosa Cafe this Saturday at 8 o'clock. Tickets are $10, and there are happy hour drinks and things like that. And some good cocktails and good food. The food is really good. All right. I'll see you guys next time on Mario Ramone Recaps. Peace and big cyber hug. Love you, babes. Bye.